A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 6, verses 16 to 21. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. In the evening, his disciples went down to the sea, got in the boat, and headed back across the water to Capernaum. It had grown quite dark, and Jesus had not yet returned. A huge wind blew up, churning the sea. They were maybe 3 or 4 miles out when they saw Jesus walking on the sea, quite near the boat. They were scared senseless, but he reassured them. "It's me. It's all right. Don't be afraid." So they took him on board. In no time they reached land, the exact spot they were headed to. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Gospel according to John chapter 6, verses 16 to 21. Today's Gospel begins from where we stopped yesterday. It was the scene of Jesus feeding 5,000 in the desert. John the evangelist uses the miracle scene to present Jesus as the new Moses who leads his people to the new promised land of the kingdom of God. John's use of the imageries continues today. After the miracle of multiplication of the bread, the disciples are left alone. They take the boat to go across the sea. Jesus is not with them. John is perhaps recreating here the scene of the early church. After the ascension of Jesus, Jesus is no more with the disciples. The disciples are together in a boat. The boat represents the church and the sea represents the world. John is trying to present the state of the early church. The church, when tossed in the tempests of the turbulent sea around, often felt that Jesus was away from them. They could not feel his presence and felt that they were left alone. But then, in the midst of the turbulent sea, they see Jesus walking on the waters. Sea in Semitic culture was considered as the abode of the evil. Jesus walking over the sea meant he has defeated the powers of the devil and is accompanying the boat of the disciples, the church. And his reassuring message is, "It is I, do not be afraid." This could be the experience of all those who belong to the church. When frightened and losing all hope of overcoming the tempests and turbulence of life in the world, the comforting message of the Lord is always there, accompanying us. "Do not be afraid. I am with you."